at the last study session, your boss, Jack Bryan, mentioned about that Bay Area Air Quality Management District has the authority to make a more stringent requirement about the mercury pollution and all other pollutants. Do you have any plan to do that? Because, I mean, looking at the building code, nationwide building code is much looser than the state. And then the city code, you look at the like an earthquake code in San Francisco is very, very stringent because of the earthquake prone.
Right.
So I'm wondering, do you have any plan? Because Jack, your boss Jack, mentioned twice in the public hearing. One is here, one at your area when I was there at the meeting. He confirmed that Bay Area Air Quality Management District does have the authority to make it more stringent requirement. Because the reason I mention this is, I look at the top 10 mercury polluter, cement polluter. Lehigh is number 4, number 5 consistently in the rank for the mercury pollution. But compared to other cement plant, Lehigh, this area is so most populated. Compared to some other plant in Oregon or other areas, it's sometimes 100 times more populated. Right. So that means the impact to the public health will be much more people, many more people that will be impacted, because we are all here.
Right.
So that means for the safety of the public concern, probably we need to have a more stringent rule. So your boss Jack say we can do it. So I'm wondering, are you guys looking into that direction, doing it?
Okay, sure. Yeah, I can try to shed some light on that. I mean, air districts do have legal authority to adopt rules and regulations for what we call stationary sources of air pollution, which are industrial facilities. There's no question about that, but there are certain findings that have to be made in order to do that. We don't have unlimited authority to set limits that don't meet the required findings. One of is review of technological feasibility. Now, I agree with what you said in terms of historically local rules in the Bay Area, other urban areas of California tend to be much more stringent than national air pollution rules. This NESHAP is, I think, going to be an exception to that, and I tried to give a little bit of history of how this rule sort of evolved. The original rule that was adopted by EPA was not very stringent at all, and it was litigated, and it was amended, and it was still, even after that amendment, was not particularly strong, and Lehigh was able to meet that rather easily. This time around, I think, it's changing a lot. At least, again, we'll have to see the final rule. All we have really to go on is the proposal. But if they do what they've been proposed, these are really, really technology, almost in some cases technology forcing limits. Now, these technologies have been applied to other types of plants successfully, coal-fired plants, power plants, some other types of power plants. So I think EPA believes that it's technically feasible to apply them to cement plants. And we agree. We only have the one cement plant here. They have lots more data than we do. But if this rule comes out in final form with the same standards or similar standards to what was proposed, I'm not so sure how much farther we could go and meet the required legal findings for rule development in the air district. It's something we'll certainly look at during the rule development process. But Mr. Broadbent was right. We have the authority to take a look at it. How far we can go, I think, will depend on where the EPA comes out on this. Again, those proposed standards are pushing what the technology can do.